Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to The Woke Gaze. Woo! Yeah! My name is Mikey Warhol.
I'm Kenneth Aofia.
So what we're going to be talking about today is going to be on the more sensitive side. So if you guys need a trigger warning, this is it, because we're going to be talking about body shaming,
Eating disorders,
body dysmorphia, and just body image in general. So if you guys are uncomfortable talking about, eating disorders, I would advise you guys to go ahead and click away. I don't even know
where to start.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start because there is a ton to talk about. And I think the first thing that I do want to say is, how prevalent these things are, especially in our community, and how very little they're talked about. So I thought it might be helpful for anyone watching if we shared our own experiences concerning these matters.
Okay, so it's gonna sound a little bit cliche, but my condition or my body image and my self-esteem started out from when I was very young. I was not the lightest person, but I was pretty chunky, I like that word chunky because who doesn't like a little chunky? It did stem from when I was younger. A lot of kids on the playground would call me heftier. I do have a twin. I was the heavier one of the two. Even it came from my own family. I would be called elephant, sometimes hippopotamus. As funny as it does sound, a lot of what we were as children do shape our mentality of who we become as adults. And then it continued on until adolescent years. I started hanging out with a group of people. You start to feel your body growing, and you are expected to maintain an image of yourself and how you should look, what's the cool way to be, and that's where my eating disorder actually started.
We see this a lot, especially in our community, how much we value a really attractive physical body, which means like big muscles, tall, beards. I think we put a lot of value into what we look like. And I think that's a very, very unhealthy thing to do, and I think it's toxic to I guess guys like us who don't necessarily see ourselves in that kind of light. And so it makes it hard for us to kind of cope with kind of accepting ourselves. I think we've gotten to a point where we're more comfortable with our bodies, with our own skin. But we still struggle sometimes. We're only human, and coming off of like experiences like that, it's going to take some time, and it's really difficult. I've always been a really petite person. I'm only 5'4". Jeez, I weigh like 115 pounds on a good day. When you think of a manly man, you don't necessarily think of a 5'4", 115 pound boy as a manly man. I've had to deal with this like my entire life. I was picked on in elementary school because I was always so tiny. The boys would pick on me, and then the girls would treat me as if I was a child because I looked like a little kid. I looked like a baby, so they would pick me up and they would carry me around like I was a goddamn baby. And so it's funny now,
yeah.
but when I think about it, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then going into middle school, and I was still very lanky, and I wasn't growing at all, to the point where I was prescribed HGH, human growth hormone, and I would have to take shots of like these tiny little shots like on my leg every day to see if I would grow. And I don't know if I did.
I started realizing that my sexuality, of course, and you start to see that in media as well.
Oh yeah.
And they're thin, they got the body, the abs, and I actually had a problem where I was taking diet pills. My whole family didn't even really know that I was taking them. I would sneak them around. I wish I looked like Mikey when I was younger, but now I'm starting to fill out my body more.
And it's funny that you say that because part of me wishes that I would look like Ken. He wants to look like someone that looks like me, and I want to look like someone that looks like him. And I get to wondering, like, if every gay guy thinks this way, because I know for sure that we're always constantly comparing ourselves to other people. You have to wonder, it's like, are we ever truly happy with who we are, like physically? But I think the important thing is if I'm not happy with my body right now, I know for a fact that I'm not going to be happy with my body once I reach a goal weight.
I remember where, just like you, Mikey, like I would have these periods where I would eat a donut and I would just like, oh my god, I would just eat everything I wanted, cake, anything. And then there was those moments where I would eat a grape, and my family can tell you, I would just like have this exercise ball in the middle of the living room, and I would just do like 2 hours just sit-ups. I was fixated on having that body that I wanted. In all actuality, I was not nourishing my body the way I could, the way it's supposed to be nourished, the way I'm supposed to love myself. I'm supposed to love my body and give myself the food it needs. Okay, so like we had mentioned in our last Woke Gays video, this is going to be one of the topics that we're going to be talking about in one of our UnMasc'd workshops. So we're going to be talking about topics such as body image, self-esteem,
self-worth. The topics we're going to be discussing aren't going to be easy.
Not going to be conventional.
No, we want people to talk more about these topics because everyone knows that they exist, but there isn't really much discussion about them.
And if you can't live in your truth, how are you supposed to affect the world?
So thank you guys so much for watching another episode of
Woke Gays. Sorry, I said woke.
Yeah, you said woke. So thank you guys so much for watching another episode of
Woke Gays,
where we covered... There's a ghost. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching another episode of
Woke Gays.
My name is Mikey Warhol.
My name is Ken.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Yes.
Bye.